Hey all my crafty friends, welcome to another episode with me, Marquita of Marquita Makes. I'm always so excited to have you guys here with me in my little corner of the internet. I am bursting with excitement today because not only do I have quite a few finished objects to share with you, I also have a surprise for you as well. So let's get started by saying hello and welcome. If you've never visited my channel before, I'm so glad you decided to click on that video, and I welcome you in here in our little community here at Marquita Makes, and also the entire crafting community wants to give you a hey big hello. So here on my channel, I mainly talk about crochet, but then I dibble and dabble in some jewelry making, a few odds and ends here and there. A lot of it is behind the scenes because it's so hard for me to make enough videos for all the things that I'm doing, but I'm pretty consistent in sharing what I'm crocheting and what I'm attempting to knit. So I'd like to start with you to say happy October, happy fall. I'm just excited about the seasons changing. This is one of my most favorite times of the year, mainly because, well, I'm a cold-natured person, but mainly because I get to wear all my handmade makes, the ones made of wools and heavier weights, and enjoy them. They make me feel so cozy no matter how bitter cold it is outside. And I say that too to say I do live in Alabama, but we do get cold weather. It's just not cold weather that's really here to stay. But we do get cold weather here in Alabama, but with the humidity, it makes figuring out which fibers are best for which season and which temperature a really big challenge. So one that I'm sure that I can wear year-round, inside and outside, is wool, mainly lighter weight wools. So we're talking about fingering or sock weights, even some DK weights, because wools actually adjust to my body temperature. And I say all that to share with you my newest make. Well, one of my newest makes. I have some more to share with you. But it is this one that I am wearing. The yarn that I used is Malabrigo yarn. The first is called Ivy. At the very bottom, this is not Malabrigo. This is actually We Crochet, also known as Knit Picks, Shadow, and the color Persimmon Heather, if I'm not mistaken. And the second tone in the Malabrigo yarn, so it took two hanks, is Diana. And Diana seems to be a favorite with a lot of people. So once again, if you're new to my channel, you're going to hear a whole lot about crochet, some introductory to knitting, but mainly my crochet makes. So this, I am just over the moon at how it turned out. The shawl, can't really call it a shawl pin, but what I'm using to hold the shawl together is actually a bracelet. And in case I mispronounce the name, I'll put it in the description below. It's a handmade bracelet made of copper, and I absolutely love it. It is custom made, but then it's not. It's custom made for me because I saw it, I wanted it. It's exactly what I've been actually looking for years. But the jewelry maker can make custom made jewelry. I'm actually waiting on a matching pair of earrings to be delivered to me. I love this and the matching ring so much, and also the earrings that I chose to wear with it today. I'm not sure if you are much into shrooms, as I am into mushrooms, but this is by Denver Makes, and I follow them on Instagram. So let's talk about the shawl. Firstly, I followed a pattern by Detroit Knots, and the pattern is called the Luna Fade. I love the pattern. Now, the pattern was perfect. It is a Tunisian crochet. If you haven't noticed the stitching here, it is a Tunisian crochet, and then there's a little bit of lace work at the bottom. And as instructed in the pattern, you have to block it aggressively. You really do. And that was no big deal to me because actually I found a lot of joy in blocking. But if you've seen previous videos, you know that I didn't start with these three colors. I actually started with these two the Ivy, the Diana. This is new, and I actually have a little bit of the, this is such a pretty color, you guys. I actually have a little bit of it, well actually a lot of it. This could probably make like a headband. I might even have an extra one. Anyways, it's besides the point, I'm getting distracted. I was gonna use Orc, Malabrigo Orc. These are sock and free fingering weight yarns. I should have brought the tags over here, but I'll put it in the description below. But anyways, I was gonna use Orc, and I had chosen Orc because I could see the golds that were popping out. And you know what? I'm a visual person, maybe you are too. I'm just gonna go grab it really quick. Okay, so I saw these golds that were coming through, but as you can see here, it wasn't gonna work out the way that I intended it. You know, it was just too much boldness at the end. And if I was gonna use Orc, let's see if you can, it's about this color. It's a little, it's a lot less green on camera. It's about this color, so it's very, very gold, and with it being a solid, it just didn't quite go. So maybe you'll see why. Seeing this, you'll see why I chose not to use the Orc. So that means I'm gonna have to find another project to use with this yarn because it's gorgeous. The pattern was super easy to follow, and I liked it so much. I started another one. And this is with my absolutely most favorite color. So I wanted to get the green, dominant green colored one done in time for actually October. And today is October 1st. And hopefully I will be able to upload this. But I wanted to use this and these two colors together with possibly the lace border having this more tannish color to it. So I'm hoping that that works out better than the Orc worked out with the other one. Was not happy about that at all, but so glad that I had this beautiful, this is such a, where did it go? This is such a pretty color. And I love this shadow for that reason. I use the same shadow in another, scarf that I shared with you guys. It was just a rectangular scarf that I crossed over and added buttons to it, but it really can tone down a color or bring out a color, and I love this shadow as an accent. So, and it is, I didn't mention that it is a merino. It's not superwash, but it's not itchy. It's another thing, if you're new to my channel, I do have wool allergy, and I tend to use, I'm learning, lighter weight acrylics because of the warmer temperatures in Alabama. But this is great. I love that it can tone down a really, really bold colors. Like it did this, like all these golds, but it not only tones down, but it holds its own. So I'm glad, so glad that I grabbed a few of these We Crochet shadows, and I don't know if they're still available, but I am very happy that I have them in my stash. Lovely, lovely, lovely. It's very pretty. You guys, I'm so excited about that. And in my cup today, I'm actually drinking some Ticino, but I had gotten a new tea from a tea company that I discovered through buying a kit with Lady Di yarns, and it is absolutely delicious and perfect in time for pumpkin season, which we're in. I can't believe it's October 1st. I cannot believe it's October 1st. But going into October really feels like fall. Like the air even smells even more, you know, different, more fall-like. You can smell that crispness in the air, and I'm loving it. But anyways, so in my cup today, I wanted to share with you a tea from Beantown that I shared on my Instagram, but you can see it here. Absolutely delicious. Okay, so incoming with October, there is also Socktober. That's an event that a lot of crafters engage in, usually have cows going. While I have so many responsibilities outside of trying to post a video weekly, I did not want to commit myself to another short, like month-long cow, even 2 month long cowl because I have 3 children, I'm married, and the school year has started, and the workload seems much heavier virtually this school year than it was last school year. So I just don't think I'll have the capacity to join along in even a month-long cowl, or maybe even a 2-month-long cowl, because things are forever changing with that, and I want to make sure that I have enough brain power, energy, and room to really be there for my family like they need me to be there, and not be as grumpy. And the less responsibility I have on me at this time, the less grumpy I'll be, and they'll still like me at the end of the day, because you know that's important, right? So anyways, I won't be joining any cows, but I am sure that Crochet Luna and quite a few have teamed up for a cowl, and it's just a crochet cowl, so it's C-A-L, not N-A-L for knit along, but you know, it is a crochet along. And also for those that knit, there's a sock cowl with Earthtones girl, and I said by the end of this year that I will knit my first pair of socks. I'm so scared, you guys, because knitting is not coming to me very easily, but her videos are so detailed, I think I could keep up or just catch on by watching her. So if you have any recommendations for sock making, and I've had a few suggestions before and I do appreciate it, but I know that we probably have some new viewers too. Hello, if you have come here from Distinctive Crochet, thank you so much for the subscriptions. Thank you so much for joining in our fun, which I'll get into again in a little bit. But thank you. I really appreciate you viewing the channel and conversating with us, if that's a word, but conversing with us and joining in our community and sharing your knowledge as well. So if anyone else has any suggestions for sock knitting, because what it looks like, my tension is really tight, so we'll talk about that. When I attempt to knit, because I still don't feel like a knitter, I'm noticing that my tension is really tight. I'm still missing a few stitches, and I'm still adding a few stitches, so it seems like it would be in my best interest to follow a pattern where I'm working in the round making socks. And from what I've seen, you can work with double pointed needles. I think not working in the round, it's like you use 4, and I think that just may be a little bit too complicated for me right now. So I'm kind of shying away from those. It seems like I would do a lot better working in the rounds. But I am looking forward to watching more of Denise's, when I get the time, watching more of Denise's tutorials from Earthtones Girls, if I didn't mention her first name before. And if you're watching, Denise, hey, I appreciate you so much for making the tutorials, because I'm gonna keep trying to knit, but it has not been easy for me. I'm not going to talk about that much this episode, but I just want to say I do appreciate you. I appreciate you also, Priscilla from Distinctive Crochet. Thanks, you guys, for cheering us on that are still struggling, and I know eventually I'll get there. And I'm finally okay with it. I'm finally okay with it. But I still wanted to make some socks. They will be crochet socks. One I've already shown before. It is the rondel pattern, and I'll put all that information below. And the yarn that I wanted to use with the rondel pattern, and this bag was made, oh, her name escapes me now. This bag was made by Jane of Scraptastic Yarn. Sorry, Jane. Hey, Jane, if you're watching, you know I love you. But this bag, along with a larger project bag, so this is a Notions bag that I'll just keeping this particular yarn in at the time, was made by Jane of Scraptastic Yarns. She has an Etsy shop. It's gorgeous, very affordable. I got the Notion bag and the, do I have it near me? I got the Notion bag and the project bag. The project bag's big. I don't see where I put it. I try to have everything close, but anyways, It's really big, and I think they were both $30 together. That's a good deal. But anyways, the yarn that I'm using for the rondo pattern is a sock yarn. Look at my stitch marker from Little Bitty Delights. Oh, I love this pumpkin. I love the pumpkin so much. But it even has the little cinnamon stick on top. Oh, okay, sorry. So the yarn is from Flower Garden Yarns, Lynn of Flower Garden Yarns. She also has an Etsy shop. She's an indie dyer. And for the heels, and I might make for the toe, I'll use these. So these were actually purchased in a set. And that's what I plan to use for the rondo pattern. Now, I went to my local yarn store some weeks ago. I'm in there fairly frequently. I may not always purchase something, but I almost do always purchase something when I'm there. But I went in there and I just happened, getting ready for Socktober, I just happened to see, I'll fiddle with that later, I just happened to see the Urth Yarns Uneek sock. And it's a hand-dyed self-striping matching sock kit. And it's from the Harmony Special Edition. And what I really liked about the brand is that it says, Trees for the Future, in partnership with Trees for the Future, each pair of socks plants a tree. So if you use the hashtag knit1plant1, and I'm about to get into that, sharing your picture on social media, they will plant an additional tree for every post. Knit one, plant one. We'll get back to that. So here you actually have 2 cakes of yarn. Y'all know I'm very matchy, and that's why it caught my eye. You have 2 cakes of yarn. Oops. That will work up the same exact way. I love rainbows. Besides orange, coral, I love rainbows. So they should work up the same way. My only issue is I've looked on the internet for, oh, I didn't get into the statistics. So it's 75% extra fine superwash merino. This is my first time taking it out of the box. 25% nylon. It is a sock weight, and each cake has 220 yards, 200 meters, and weighs 50 grams each. Now, the needle size, recommended needle size, is a US 1 through 3, 2.25 to 3.25 millimeters. And yeah. So, my only issue with it, it's a nice yarn. It feels like a sock yarn. It feels like a merino nylon yarn. You know, you'll get some really good wear out of it. It does have a nice squish factor. I can't deny that. It does. It feels like a workhorse yarn, which I love for my sweaters and my socks. But my issue is everything's knit. And even for those that knit and crochet, that still has to be a bit annoying, because we like crocheters, because I identify, it's so funny, I identify with being a crocheter a lot more than I do a knitter, because I'm just learning to knit, but we both use yarn. I went on the company website. Sorry guys, I'm trying to close this back up. I went on the company website, and I think there were 14 patterns. 14 patterns, and none were knit. And I can't remember exactly how many colors there are, but I have this marketing technique in the box, 2 identical cakes. It's wonderful. And so at my local yarn store, she didn't have this particular colorway, so I knew I wanted one. I didn't know what other colorways there were, because I think something she had there, it showed like different colorways, but she didn't have. I guess this sells out, the rainbow. Why wouldn't it? It's gorgeous. The rainbow sells out really fast. But my dilemma is, why only market to knitters? I feel so left out. So because of that, honestly, I was really looking forward, and I didn't think about it too much at the time. It's like, you know how you just know. Like, I just knew when I bought these. I just knew I would go on the website, and I just knew they would have crochet patterns, and I never would have guessed that I was wrong. But if anyone knows of anyone that's made a pattern using these Earth yarns, the hand-dyed self-striping matching sock kit, crochet patterns, could you please let your girl know? I would really like to see them for some inspiration, whether I follow the pattern or not. I'd just like to see for inspiration. I love to see how things are worked up in both knit and crochet. That's why a lot of times, even when I share like a yarn review, I will make the Tunisian knit stitch, which looks exactly like knit, so that you can see how something is worked up in knit. But that really disappointed me. It really disappointed me. But hopefully in the future, and I believe, yes, my local yarn store owner, Shay, hey Shay, if you're watching, she did say that a lot of companies are going to start incorporating more crochet into their samples and displays, and I'm so happy because crochet and knit are both equally beautiful. And whether you go back and forth or you just do one or the other, you still want the variety. So I don't know what I'm going to make with these, but I hope by the end of October I will have a beautiful pair of rainbow striped socks with this yarn. Another sweet treat. If you have seen previous videos, you know over the summer I did participate in my first mail with Queenie Crochet, and what she did was she gifted us these super cute labels to put on our makes, particularly sweaters, because it was a sweater, I can never say this, sweater weather mail. And this is the tag that we can put on it. It's actually much cuter than you see. Oh, there you go. See how cute that is? That background? She did such a good job on these. So Tracy, if you're seeing this, thank you. That was so sweet. And she has the matching card. She's so thoughtful and she's such a genius. And she's a yarn dyer. And the name, here it is, Queenie Crochet. I hope it's not backwards, you guys, but it is Queenie Crochet. She's an indie dyer. Beautiful yarns. And she's also a dyer that works also with a group of dyers for a subscription box that's called Yarn and Stitches, and I will list that information below. So if you see or click on other videos, I have reviews for their beautiful hand-dyed yarns too. But that was really fun. I just don't think I'll be able to participate in any more this year. But anyways, more, you know what, we'll stick with acquisitions. So let's see, I have a few. So something else that I have to go with the project bag, I have to go with the, with the Earth yarns. I do have a very large project bag that I keep next to me, next to my crochet chair, my crafting chair, where I'm podcasting from now. But I don't take it out of the house because it's huge. And unless I was going on a really long vacation, I wouldn't take it. So I have just a few, like I probably have like 4, maybe 5 project bags. And this is one of them. Y'all know I'm a Doctor Who fan, so I found this project bag on Etsy, and I'll list, and I think it was just $10. Maybe 12 or something after taxes. I want to say that's right. So I want to share with you guys this cute canvas police box bag, and also Crochet Luna opened her shop again. And she has pins, and this one in particular, because I don't know if it's backwards, it says, "Trust me, I'm a crocheter." And you see, it has the TARDIS right here. So I have the TARDIS police box. I have my pin, and when I work on it, because she also sent this as well, she has this yummy tea, this blueberry tea that I hope to try, and I'm sure I'll really like it. So all of this will go into this bag because I will not be taking that big Timoy bag out of the house with me. No time soon, at least. No time soon. And I am so happy to house it here. Isn't that adorable? And two, I'm not sure how many stitch markers I probably need for it, but I also have some Doctor Who stitch markers. And if you are a Whovian, you know exactly who this is. This is my favorite Doctor. David Tennant was my favorite Doctor. But if you have a favorite Doctor from Doctor Who, please let me know. And I will also list in the description below where I bought these stitch markers. And I bought them some time ago. So I will be using all of these together, working on my socks. It makes it so much fun. Like a big old kid. Okay, so that's where we are with that. So some finished makes, and some I actually have put away. But one, here we go again, y'all. Some more Premier yarn. I love the Premier yarn. It's not just Premier. This particular yarn, I love Premier. Like every Premier yarn I have ever used, I've loved it. Like loved it, loved it, loved it. But in particular, this is a big deal because it's acrylic, and me and acrylic in this Alabama weather is just, told you. So this particular yarn I bought from the Dollar Tree, $1. It is classified as a 4 medium weight, but it is so light that it doesn't bother me in this weather. So I'm loving it. Not only it has all the features and all the qualities of the softness and squishiness, the whole light sheen, not too shiny Premier yarn. And so I know I just swished this to death just now, but I will be listing this, or probably have already listed this, in my Etsy shop. Now the brim is actually made with my other favorite acrylic yarn brand, Big Twist. That's right, Joann's Big Twist. And this actually comes from my stash. I have not found too many other colors like that oatmeal type color. It's so pretty. And I think it was the Big Twist Premium Chinchilla. Yes, I think it was Chinchilla. And I have very, very, very little left. And I'm trying to hold on to it. And I really like it. But not only that, I thought I wasn't a Pom person. But lately, I've been seeing, and I don't know if you can tell or not, but do you see the green in this Pom? I know! Lately, I've been seeing beautiful, beautiful Poms, great quality made. So I really like this. And it's so funny, when you hold it close to the camera, it looks so huge, but it's really not that big. My head is just really small. But anyways, I'm loving this green tinted Pom. Oh, I really want to keep it, y'all. I really, really, really want to keep it. Do y'all do that too? It's like everything you make, if you're going to sell it, you still want to keep it. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to find another green tinted Pom. It's so beautiful. But if I do, I'm making another one of these. I'm just going to have to save the little bit of Big Twist in my stash to make another one. But I have started on, let's see, I have started on another, same thing, different color. I believe this color was called Leaf. This green was called Leaf from the Premier yarn. This color weight is called Ember. Oh, y'all, it's so beautiful. And I shared with you on a previous video how much I love this yarn, how much I love this color. I love all shades of orange. But anyways, I thought this was really pretty, and when it's finished, I will too be posting it in my Etsy shop. So one more thing I want to talk about is orders for handmade makes. So, you know, you can sell a lot of your handmade makes on Etsy, and you can post different colors, and there tends to be sometimes, you know, situations where a person says, I love this pattern, I love this look, but can you change the color? So And, you know, and that's understandable, and sometimes it leads you down a dead end when you can't find that exact color that person's looking for, and then the camera doesn't pick up the color like you see it in person. Oh, it's just so much. So I wanted to know if you, in particular, if you sell your handmade makes, because I know a lot of us just make and gift, and that's wonderful. I do both. So if I can. But when you sell your handmade makes, how many options do you give, like for colors, for style? What I'm saying is for customization. Like, are you open to customization, or have you just decided, you know, because I think that's the way I've been going, but normally it's whatever I make, that's what it shall be. And it seems like we're both happier in situations like that. And sometimes, like, I probably can find a substitute, but risking everything not being exactly as that person wants it, if a substitution for color, when they get it, they may want a refund. So it's just getting the color almost as exact as possible when I'm posting it, and no substitutions. It is what it is, unless I have the variety of colors like I just showed you here. And then I have this gorgeous, see, this isn't even showing up, but I have this gorgeous teal. I think this is the color that it is in person. It's a little bit greener, but like I have this gorgeous, gorgeous teal. And like I'll work it up, and that would be the variety. But oh, so I just want to know if that's what you do. Do you offer customizations for various colors, various patterns for one particular make, or do you sell it as is? Let me know please in the comments below what's been working out best for you. And speaking of the Premier yarn, this will probably be my very last video on a Premier yarn, except to show handmade makes like completely finished. But this is what had happened. So I was digging in my craft room, and I found some, I guess I could just show you now. I found some, the word escapes me, appliques. I found some appliques. You can iron them on, but typically I don't. I usually sew them on. But I found lots of different appliques that I thought would make really cute, you know, like really cute beanies, like appliques attached to beanies. So for instance, just say I made like a really long rim, like you can flip up, like a double rim. I think that's what some people call it. Double brim. A double brim beanie, and when you flip it, you can see Elmo. But I thought that was cute, so I have had him for quite a few years now. And I also had, and I don't usually work with blue, but I like royal blue, I do. And I've also had this beautiful, I love rainbows, beautiful rainbow with star. And I have, this might be a tie, I have the happy face with the, I thought it would be so cute for a skater. The happy face with his headphones, and also a beatbox. Let's see if you can see it. Beatbox. And it looks like I've got that little, I never know what that was called. I know this is I Love You. I know rockers do that. I don't know what it's called. But I thought that would be cute. And I want to talk about this particular colorway as well. And then I had a little Tweety bird. My mom said I looked like Tweety when I was a baby. Isn't that sweet? So, I don't know. I know over the years I've seen the store-bought mechanically made football fans beanies with an applique in the front. But like I said, it's been over the years. Like, do people still wear that? I don't know, but if you know or have seen or have heard, please let me. But I think these might be really adorable. I just want to put the yarn in here. Now, I've gone on and on and on and on and on about this Premier yarn and how soft it is. This particular colorway, I don't know if I just got a bad batch, but it's called Hot Pink. It's not soft. It's not soft. I don't know how I really want to work with it. And I do think it'll still make a really great beanie with really like smaller, tighter stitches, and it'll be really stretchy, but could be the dye process, but the others are so soft, and this is like, I wonder if you can hear the different, hear that? Now listen to this. I'm not too crazy about that colorway, so watch out for the hot pinks. The others are just, oh, they feel like butter in your hands. Okay, there's one more thing before I get off. I would happen to be able to look in my stash and find a colorway. Let's see, I'm gonna have to change this color and find a colorway. It's Premier again, and it's a much older Premier yarn that was gifted to me. Oh, it's hard to pick up this color, but it's another person that this is for my sister, that my sister wanted to gift a handmade gift to. Y'all, I can't pick up the color. It's just not working out. A handmade gift to wanted a bright coral. And this literally says coral, although, let me see if I just turn it off. Although it doesn't say bright coral, that's almost it, not quite. But anyways, I think she'll still be pleased with this one. So it is the traditionally soft, so very soft Premier yarn from my stash. And I am using an H hook, and what I decided to make, oh, I wish this color would pick up. I guess gotta give up. I decided to make her a shawlette, and from my understanding, she's a very small lady. A very small lady. And so, and I'm like a medium large. So I'm going to make her a shawlette. And I haven't decided what type of design that I want to use along the way, but I think she'll really like this. I don't know how open I want to make some of these stitches, but oh, this yarn feels so good. And I'm just keeping it in a bag I found at Walmart that says Stay Rad. It's like $1 on clearance. I bought some time ago, because I know I'll just be picking up and grabbing and go, picking up and grabbing and go. But I'm like that. So if you made it this far in the video, and I'm going to try to get this out today, it being the 1st of October and Socktober. I'm so excited about that. I wanted to celebrate with you all of it. I wanted to celebrate with you all of the fall, the whole Socktober feels, all of it. And what I decided to do was share some of my favorite goodies, because it was requested when I asked you guys, like, let me know what you would like to see in giveaways. It was requested that I do a giveaway with my favorite things. And I do, in my giveaways, they are some of my favorite things, but sometimes they may be things I can't use that are like 100% wool, non-superwash, but they're gorgeous. I just can't use it, so I share it with you instead, because I just didn't want to leave it, and I just knew someone make something beautiful out of it. But this time I got something that I actually would love. I bought another mystery bag of yarn from Buxom Cat Knits, and so I also am going to share another kit, another tasting kit, which have been really popular on my show, and a few more goodies. So here we go. I think I'm gonna save the yarn for last. So first, it's the tasting kit, and it is a variety of Barocco yarns that I want to share. I won't take all of them out individually, but they are Dulce Millefiori, I think that's how you say it, Millefiori, Artesia, Indio, Remix Chunky, Lana's, and another Lana's, and I think that's all. There, you know, there are different colors, same brand. Some are linen, some are acrylic and wool. It's just a variety. And one even has kid mohair. Okay, so that's one. And also, I'm not sure if you crochet or if you knit, but you will receive a crochet hook, and you pick either or you receive some high knitting needles, and it looks like there is a Barbie dress pattern on the back of one, and the sizes of needles on the other, and they are both a 3.5 millimeter. I'm a candle person, and I wanted to share with you guys some nutmeg spice from Pure Integrity candles. They are soy based. I have allergies, you guys, so it's a lot of things I can't use, but those are soy based. And also, I wanted to share with you a soap from L&M Design. It's a handmade soap, and the scent is pumpkin spice, and it is 4 ounces. Isn't that a cute little owl? And 2, I wanted to share some Soak Fig wash for your handmade make. And if you decide to make it for someone, these are, you know, handmade cards, gift tags, and you can even write the fiber care on the back. So the front says handmade by especially for, and it says this took forever on it. I thought that was precious. So you'll get that as well. Another one of my favorite things is this is a Forget Me Not perfume oil by Province Beauty. Oh, I love Province Beauty. 2, some of my favorite candies that I shared with you guys recently by the Lovely Candy Company, and it is the pumpkin spice that doesn't have anything in it I'm allergic to. It's delicious. You cannot eat just one. And 2, another one of my favorite things is the Ticino brand. This is a coffee substitute. It's an herbal tea that tastes exactly like coffee, if not better, and never, ever bitter. It is so delicious. And I've been trying to include these in my giveaways. Last but not least, you know I've been on a pom-pom kick. And yes, this is a navy blue tinted pom. And I know I said I don't like blue, but when I got this yarn, and it had this beautiful bluish tint to it, I could not resist. That is gorgeous. So this is a hank of Buxom cat knits, hand-dyed yarn. It's labeled as a family sock, 4-ply, 75% merino and 25% nylon, 100 grams, 463 yards, fingering weight yarn. So it would make a beautiful beanie, or you can make socks with it. And the colorway is called Honeycomb. So this is what was in the mystery bag of yarn from Buxom. You guys, it's so beautiful. Has all the it's so hard to give away. Has all the fall feels. Oh, and I almost forgot. And this stitch marker is a handmade stitch marker from Untangled Yarns. I thought this was a lovely piece. So, because you commented and you asked that I share my favorites with you, that's exactly what I've done in honor of not only Socktober, but also I Love Yarn Day is coming up October, is it 6th, 9th? Anyways, whatever day it is. And so that means that the giveaway, I want to end the giveaway within a week of posting this video, and hopefully be able to have your prize out by, or you receive it, and it's open for US only. This giveaway is not in association with YouTube, Instagram, any social media, and you must be 18 years or older, but hopefully have it to you by I Love Yarn Day. But if not, it will come very soon. So I hope that you are happy about this bucket. It seems like I always pick a bucket. This bucket of goodies to come to you. And all that I ask for you to enter is to be subscribed and to list your favorite thing to bake. Your favorite thing to bake in the fall season. And if you don't have any favorite things to bake, what's your favorite thing, like, to your favorite baked good? Your favorite baked good, and if you want to, your favorite beverage as well, or either or, whichever one you like. But if you would please leave that in the comments below. So that's the only thing. I won't say you have to be a U.S. resident. I must say that you must offer a U.S. address. And after that, just let me know how you like your items. Okay, so that's all that I have to share with you guys today. I feel like there's something else, but if there is something else, I will pop right back on and share it with you. But I think right now, that's all that I have to share with you today. I know what it was. Pom-poms. I shared those few with you, but I have bought some beautiful, beautiful poms from my local yarn store. So enough of your time. Thank you so much for joining me. Please enter, share, and like, and help spread the word on this wonderful giveaway. Well, at least I hope you think it's wonderful. I would like it. That's all my favorite stuff. I would like it. So maybe you'll like it. But anyways, I'll see you guys later in the next video. Take care. Have a great, 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 great weekend. And take care of yourselves, and be sure to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.